Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a wealthy man with two sons. One day, the younger son, eager for adventure and freedom, approached his father with a bold request. "Father," he said, "give me my share of the inheritance." The villagers gasped. Such a request was not only unusual, but deeply disrespectful. Yet the father, with a heavy heart, agreed, dividing his estate between his sons. With newfound wealth, the younger son packed his bags and ventured to a distant land, dreaming of excitement and indulgence. As the ship set sail, the younger son felt a rush of excitement coursing through him. He arrived in a bustling city filled with lights and laughter, where every corner held a new surprise. He spent his days indulging in fine foods and luxurious experiences, living life to the fullest without a care in the world. Days turned into weeks, and the excitement slowly faded as the younger son continued to spend recklessly. Eventually, his fortune dwindled to nothing, and he found himself alone, abandoned by friends who sought only his riches. As famine struck the land, desperation clawed at him, forcing him into a humiliating job feeding pigs, a fate he never envisioned for himself. As he stood in the muddy pen, a wave of realization washed over him. He looked at the pigs feasting on their slop and thought deeply, "At my father's house, even the hired servants have plenty to eat." A spark of hope ignited in his heart, urging him to return home and seek forgiveness for his reckless choices. With resolve, the younger son began the long journey home, each step heavy with regret but lightened by the hope of reconciliation. As he neared his father's estate, he practiced the words he would say, ready to accept whatever punishment awaited him. Meanwhile, his father, who had been watching and waiting, caught sight of him in the distance, his heart swelling with love and relief. As the father reached his son, he flung his arms around him, not waiting for any apologies or excuses. Overwhelmed, the younger son began to speak, confessing his unworthiness, but the father interrupted him, declaring that they must celebrate his safe return. In that moment, all was forgiven, and the joy of their reunion filled the air with a profound sense of love. The father ordered a grand feast to celebrate his son's return, inviting friends and family to rejoice in the reunion. As the house filled with laughter and cheer, the younger son couldn't help but feel a sense of belonging. And in the days that followed, the younger son began to rebuild his life alongside his father, working hard and learning valuable lessons along the way. The love and support from his family helped him grow stronger, and gratitude filled his heart for the second chance he had been given. Together, they created new memories, forging a path forward that was brighter than he ever imagined. As they toiled side by side, the father and son not only cultivated the earth, but also deepened their connection, turning hard work into shared joy. The community rallied around them, creating an atmosphere filled with celebration, love, and laughter as everyone came together to support one another. The challenges of the past faded away, replaced by the beauty of new relationships and a hopeful future. At the community gathering, the father and son embraced their role as hosts, spreading warmth and hospitality to everyone who attended. Their hearts swelled with pride as they reflected on the journey they had taken together, realizing how far they had come. This celebration marked not only a reunion, but the beginning of a beautiful chapter filled with love, acceptance, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. As the elder son watched from a distance, his heart wrestled with unease and jealousy, feeling overlooked despite years of loyalty. The joy that surrounded him felt distant and unattainable, amplifying his internal battle as he wondered why his sacrifices had gone uncelebrated. This moment of reflection became a pivotal point, urging him to confront his feelings and seek understanding in the midst of confusion. Summoning his courage, the elder son confronted his father, his voice rising in frustration as he expressed his feelings of neglect and resentment. The father, calm and composed, offered a listening ear, embodying unconditional love and understanding, ready to bridge the gap created by misunderstandings. In this powerful exchange, the strength of their relationship was tested, yet their connection remained steadfast, rooted in empathy and compassion.